3rd and 9. Allen over the middle, completes. First down and more. It's nuts. And he will stroll in for the touchdown. Allen protected. Now flushed out. On the run, he's going to run for it. Allen lunges. Touchdown. They have been able to move the football up and down the field. Play action from Allen. Throws him a right. It's deflected and caught nonetheless by Brown for a touchdown.
Josh Allen led the way for the Berserkers, throwing for 256 yards and 3 touchdowns, and rushing for 56 yards and a touchdown, giving the Berserkers 43.40 fantasy points. Joe Schobert racked up 10 tackles, 3 assisted tackles, a sack, and an interception for 19 fantasy points. The Berserkers beat the Red Sox 145.13 to 122.62.
Her opinion on what she's seen right after the game, not on Monday, right after the game. Jackson, end zone, touchdown! Seth Roberts climbs the imaginary ladder. The Ravens strike first. Jackson, end zone, touchdown! A strike! Mark Andrews. The red zone, he tapped it right away. 2nd and 11. Check it to Ingram, sideline. Oh, good catch by Ingram. Touchdown, Ravens. His last 11 passes. Oh, that fake off the stutter step. Lamar Jackson. Jackson still going. Oh, remarkable. Jackson closing in on 300 total yards. Jackson, the spin and toss. Ingram makes a man miss. Diving. Touchdown! What an effort!
Lamar Jackson does it again, throwing for 222 yards and 4 touchdowns. And don't forget about his 86 yards rushing, giving the Sharks 44.70 fantasy points. Ezekiel Elliott rushed for 45 yards and a touchdown, and caught 2 of his 3 targets for 28 yards and a touchdown, putting up 18.37 fantasy points. Edmonds went super, racking up 12 tackles, 7 assisted tackles, and a sack for 20 fantasy points. The Sharks devoured the Lunatics 162.50 to 96.20.
And in for the score is Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen found his way back into the end zone after going 7 games straight without a touchdown. Allen caught 8 of his 12 targets for 71 yards and a touchdown for 18.74 fantasy points. McCaffrey does it again time after time and didn't even need to score a touchdown, achieving 26.07 fantasy points off 70 yards rushing and 121 yards receiving. Nick Vigil went super, racking up 12 tackles, 6 assisted tackles, and a fumble recovery for 20 fantasy points. The A-team beat the Kangaroos 171.73 to 125.88.
On 3rd and goal, Garoppolo, end zone, touchdown, 49ers! Ross Dwelly. 49ers on the board. Garoppolo. Wide open, touchdown, 49ers. That's 2 today for Ross Dwelly. Garoppolo, 1st and goal, touchdown. His 3rd touchdown pass of the day. And Kendrick Bourne hangs on to that one. Jeff Wilson has come in at running back. Garoppolo's throw is caught by Jeff Wilson. He's going to score a touchdown for the 49ers.
Jimmy G threw for 424 yards and 4 touchdowns, giving Snatch City 44.90 fantasy points. Calvin Ridley had a great game, catching all 8 of his targets for 143 yards and a touchdown, giving Snatch City 23.54 fantasy points. Linebacker Devondre Campbell racked up 11 tackles, 6 assisted tackles, and an interception for 19 fantasy points. Jordan Hicks went super, racking up 12 tackles, 4 assisted tackles, a sack, and an interception for 20 fantasy points. Snat City beat the Horde 185.13 to 104.30.
Prescott stands in, floats in, and a completion is Pollard. Making a move, makes the miss, going to the end zone, and Tony Pollard is in. 2 heroes, that's their goal. Prescott standing in, fire, and caught for the touchdown. Randall Cobb holds on despite a vicious hit and a penalty likely on the hit. Cowboys need to get down to the 10. On a 3rd down, pressure coming. They're going to set up the screen. It's a low throw. What a catch by Elliott. 1st down. Touchdown. And he's doing the dance.
Dak Prescott led the Apollos to victory, throwing for 444 yards and 3 touchdowns for 46 fantasy points. Cortland Sutton helped the Apollos to victory, achieving 15.44 fantasy points, catching 5 of his 9 targets for 113 yards. Roquan Smith racked up 11 tackles, 5 assisted tackles, and an interception for 18 fantasy points. The Apollos beat the Savages 165.97 to 105.63. Here are the rankings after Week 11. The Sharks are on top in the Sword Division at 10-1. Coming in second are the Berserkers at 7-4. And in third are the Lunatics at 4-7. Followed by the Red Sox and Kangaroos at 3-8. In the Axe Division, the A team is on top at 9-2, followed by the Apollos and Snatch City at 6-5. Coming up next is the Horde at 4-7, and then last are the Savages at 3-8. With Week 11 behind us, there are only 2 more weeks left in the regular fantasy football season until the playoffs begin. Here is the Legends of War Season 1 playoff bracket as of now. The Sharks have locked in the top seed in the Sword Division and will have the bye in the first week of the playoffs. Also in the Sword Division, the Berserkers have locked in a spot in the playoffs and will play either the Lunatics, who as of right now are in the playoffs, the Red Sox, or the Kangaroos. In the Axe Division, the A team has locked in the top seed spot and will get the bye in the first week of the playoffs. And as of now, the Apollos and Snat City are in the playoffs, with the Horde still in the hunt. Unfortunately for the Savages, they have been knocked out of the playoff race. But we'll be seen in the battle to the Throne of Peace Bow, where he and 3 other teams will fight for the unholy throne of poop. Good luck to everyone still in the hunt. Here are the matchups for Week 12. Snatch City battles the A team. The Apollos battle the Horde. The Sharks battle the Savages. The Red Sox battle the Lunatics. And the Kangaroos battle the Berserkers. Good luck to everyone in Week 12 Legends of War Season 1.